together. You've given me money before. You just sent me 5 bands the other day telling me to stay down so I can put up with your That's not enough. It's really not enough, honey. I'm done. You rather have a young bitch? Yeah, look at what you got.
Out of nowhere, the internet lit up the second Hazel E dropped her newest claims about Blueface, and suddenly everybody was looking at him sideways. One comment from her sent people scrambling for old rumors, old clips, old everything, like the whole situation got unlocked in real time. The reaction was instant, loud, and impossible for Blueface to hide from. It all kicked off when she FaceTimed Blueface after the gym, showing him her progress, and he reacted like someone who got caught doing something he shouldn't have been doing. That quick switch in his face said everything without saying a word. But here's where things really start heating up. Hazel claimed Blueface wasn't just being friendly. She said he was flirting heavy, sending money, offering flights, and telling her to stay loyal while he was juggling multiple women and dealing with tension with Chrisean over his son. That's a whole lot happening at once. Before the situation could cool down, Hazel dropped the loudest bomb of all. She claimed Blueface asked her to stay quiet about a male friend he was supposedly way too close to. She didn't reveal the name, but she gave enough clues for people online to connect it back to that old viral situation where a well-known influencer claimed he had private moments with Blueface on video. Now here's the twist. This isn't even the first time someone said something like this. Kan already warned people back when they were dealing with each other. She said she found certain content in Blueface's search history and even wrote,
So speaking of Blueface, all this chit chat got me thinking about that time I posted these pics on Instagram a couple months ago. Check the material. Very much she a baddie, she knows she a 10, she a baddie with her baddie friends. Why did this happen after? I wasn't gonna go there, but babe, I'm bored.
Let's talk about how I saw gay adult content in your recent searches. Nothing wrong with being bisexual, just say it before someone falls in love. Her exact words, just as she wrote them. This is the same situation Hazel brought up again. And the second she did, Blueface snapped instantly. He didn't argue the details. He didn't deny the history. Instead, he started throwing age jokes at Hazel, calling her too old and publicly removing her from his roster. But you can tell the breakup wasn't the part that triggered him. It was what she was about to reveal. Because once Hazel mentioned that unnamed male friend, Blueface switched up immediately. Not in a day, not in an hour, but right away. His first move, jump online and try to flip the whole narrative by saying, "I'm officially letting Hazel go from the roster. You too old to be acting this young. I'd rather be with a young woman." And trust me, this story is only getting started. Hazel wasn't letting Blueface flip the story on her, not even for a second. She fired back immediately and dropped something he definitely didn't expect. A screenshot showing he sent her $5,000 just days before everything blew up. And she didn't just post it, she added a caption that made everyone pause. "You sent me that to stay down and deal with your situation, but now I'm the old one." With the timing landing right after the male friend accusations, people couldn't ignore how suspicious it looked. And while Hazel was dropping receipts, Blueface was suddenly seen out with a woman named Akira at his restaurant getting a little too cozy on camera. The moment Hazel saw that, she snapped back, called Akira trailer park trash, and then muttered something that shook the whole timeline. "I kept your secret, but not anymore."
Officially letting Hazel go from the roster. Hazel E, you are too old to be acting this young. We're done. Dead on it. We're done. I'd rather be with a young bitch if you feel me. Dead on it.
That's when everything shifted. Hazel hinted Blueface wanted monogamy from her but wasn't being honest about who he was entertaining, and fans started digging instantly. Old clips resurfaced, including the interview where he randomly admitted missing Coyle Ray while still dealing with Hazel. When asked, he responded without hesitation, "Yeah, she's beautiful." Then another detail resurfaced. Blueface's own mother calling the relationship sugar mama vibes. Carissa even said she didn't know Hazel was 17 years older and assumed Blueface was just chasing attention. Her exact words? "It's giving sugar mama." Hearing that while Hazel was implying he had a secret man on the side, that sent the whole situation into a different level of chaos. But Hazel wasn't finished. She was gearing up to expose the one thing Blueface hoped the internet forgot. Something even Chrisean hinted at before she started clowning him publicly. And once Hazel brought it up again, you could tell Blueface instantly lost control of the narrative. She posted another story, now deleted, saying just enough without naming anyone. You want monogamy, but you weren't real about who else you were entertaining. No names, no photos, but the internet connected the dots immediately. People revived those old pictures of Blueface posing in jail with a certain guy fans kept calling his boyfriend.
Or find a grave to dig up. Every time somebody really plays with me, always get hurt. So I'm giving a warning. Just like how that nigga. See, look, I ain't even finna go there.
These weren't normal friendly pictures. They were close, leaned-in shots that had already raised eyebrows before. Then someone pulled up that old interview where Blueface casually talked about being locked up around men for so long that he had to handle temptation when he caught himself slipping. And that's when people really started questioning everything. By this point, the internet was already joking nonstop, and Hazel decided to drop the hit she knew would land harder than everything else. She said, "Don't play with me when you know exactly why you panicked the moment I mentioned your close friend. I kept quiet long enough." That's when Kan jumped in like she'd been waiting for the green light. She said Blueface was digging his own grave messing with older women, and then slipped up and mentioned Ronnie, which instantly froze the comment sections. Ronnie passed away days after asking her for a DNA test, so hearing that name dropped casually sent people into a frenzy. And Kan wasn't finished. She reminded everyone of something she said months ago, something that didn't sound like a joke anymore. Suddenly Hazel, that influencer from 2023, the old jail photos, Blueface's own interviews, and now Chrisean echoing similar hints. Everything started lining up in a way that felt too coordinated to brush off. Blueface's reaction? He never addressed the accusations, never denied them. He went straight into chaos mode, and that's when everything exploded. Instead of calming things down, he spiraled. His next move wasn't a clapback, it was a full meltdown. While accusations about a secret lover and old influencer receipts were circling, he didn't defend himself. He started deflecting. He hopped online, throwing age jokes around like it was a talent show. He said, "If any woman got more patience than Hazel at 45, you out of here." But while he was laughing, Hazel pushed forward. She posted deleted messages showing him checking in late at night, apologizing for disappearing, telling her to stay down, and then one message that had everyone staring at the screen. "You know how things get when I'm around him."
Are you gay?
No.
Good. Get her butter from him. Hey guys, he's not gay. We got hope.
What is that?
If you ever decided to be gay,
Okay.
I would be upset, but I would still love you. And I still support you. Take care of you.
I'm not that.
Alright, cool.
What else is that?
That hint toward the male friend suddenly felt way more specific, especially when people lined it up with the same nights he went missing and was photographed with that dude from the jail pictures. Then Hazel dropped another line that shut everything down. "I'm too old? You are a convicted felon. Let's start there." At this point, it wasn't a breakup fight anymore. Hazel was peeling back layers Blueface avoided for years, and he had no control over the narrative. But the final blow came from Chrisean. She posted that old viral clip of Blueface asking his son if he was gay. The one people labeled weird parenting long before Hazel ever stepped into the picture. Blueface said, "It's cool if you are, I still love you. What else you got?" Nobody dragged him for supporting his child. What made it hit harder was the timing, because the internet already had a well-known influencer claiming Blueface was his boyfriend.
The DMs are real. So if y'all want to still see those, maybe I should post them. And honestly, if it were about any other human being on this planet, I wouldn't even give a fuck and put my 2 cents in. But the fact that it's Blue Cheese and Stewie, why not have a little fun? He's having a ball on his Instagram and so why can't we?
And that's when the story flipped from messy to explosive. Those jail photos with the same close friend. Blueface admitting prison had him dealing with temptation, Chrisean saying she found gay content in his search history, and Hazel insisting he panicked the second she mentioned a certain man. All of it was piling up. And instead of addressing any of it, Blueface popped out publicly with Neve, the woman from his Baby Girl music video. The timing looked way too convenient, almost like a distraction. But the real chaos started when Hazel revealed the one piece that tied everything together. The detail Blueface never wanted resurfacing. Just when people thought she was done, she dropped something that made the whole story shift. Hazel posted a now-deleted voice note transcript where Blueface allegedly wrote, "You know I don't trust just anyone around me no more after jail. I stick with the ones I know." Fans immediately connected it to an older clip where Blueface talked about LGBTQ gangs in prison, laughing nervously, looking tense even behind the humor. And suddenly the joke didn't feel like a joke.
Okay, let me try it again. Maybe my arm is too short. Bon appetit, bitch.
Yeah.
It lined up perfectly with the timeline Hazel was building. Then another old interview resurfaced, the one where he said being locked up around men too long started messing with him mentally, and he had to handle temptation. That's when his whole image started shaking. Hazel wasn't calling him gay, she was calling him secretive, panicked, and unwilling to be honest about vulnerable parts of himself. And Blueface kept pretending nothing was happening. He posted seafood dates with Neve, cracked jokes, tried drowning out the noise like everything was normal. But then Chrisean landed the hit nobody expected. She reposted her old clip saying she regretted having their son because evil is too close to him, adding that the only thing she could do was pray her child wouldn't absorb the chaos surrounding his father, his grandmother, and the environment around them. This time, the message wasn't taken as a rant. People realized she wasn't just talking about cheating or arguing. She was hinting at secrets, patterns, pieces of Blueface that kept slipping through when he wasn't performing. And the wildest part, even with Hazel exposing him, even with the influencer's old claims resurfacing, the jail photos, his own interviews, and Chrisean openly mocking him, Blueface still refuses to answer the one question everyone is asking. Why did Blueface mention that one specific man, the one person who could make him fold instantly? That's the part nobody can shake because everything circles back to him. And honestly, this might be the first storyline Blueface can't outrun, even if he tries. Hazel didn't just expose a breakup. She cracked open a door he's been trying to keep sealed for years. Look at what came out in just a few hours. The $5,000 he sent her, the hints about a close male friend, the messages where he panicked every time she brought that man up, his own interviews talking about temptation in prison, the old jail photos people keep questioning, the influencer who once claimed they were involved, Chrisean reminding everyone about his search history, and even his own mother hinting at the chaos around him. With all that stacked up, Blueface still didn't deny a single piece of it, not one. He just called Hazel old, switched women 3 times in a week, and acted like nothing ever touched him. But this time, the audience didn't buy the performance. Even fans who defend him on everything started asking the real question. And it wasn't, is Blueface gay? Because that's never what Hazel was pushing. The real question was, why does he panic whenever this one man gets mentioned?
Like, if any bitch got more patience than you at 45, you're out of here. Cancel Christmas.
Every time Hazel even brushes near the topic, his mood shifts instantly. Like she hit a nerve he's terrified of anyone seeing. Meanwhile, Chrisean is in the background laughing like she already knows the whole script. Hazel clearly knows enough. And Blueface's reactions, they're starting to speak louder than any screenshot ever could. So now you're left with the same question everyone online is arguing over. Is Hazel making this up? Or did she finally touch the one secret Blueface can't joke his way out of? Did the secret lover accusation hit a little too close? Or is Blueface just spiraling because he finally lost control of his own narrative? That's the part nobody can ignore, because every move he makes now looks less like confidence and more like panic. The story isn't just messy anymore, It's exposing layers he never wanted the public to peel back. Hazel said her part. Chrisean hinted long before this ever blew up. The internet dug up everything he tried to bury. And now he's switching women, dodging questions, and cracking jokes while the truth keeps crawling right back to the surface. So here's where it all lands. Either Hazel hit a nerve so deep he can't even defend himself, or Blueface is unraveling because someone finally tugged on the thread he's been hiding behind for years. But I'm gonna leave that final call to you. Drop your thoughts below. Every theory, every angle, every detail you caught that the rest of the internet missed. And while you're here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next, because this story is far from over. I'll see you in the next one. And if you want more wild celebrity drama, go ahead and click the next video on your screen. It's waiting for you.